Welcome back to the Hustler's Guide to Success. You're tuned into episode 6, and let me tell you, this episode is packed with game-changing insights. We're diving deep into the trenches where real entrepreneurs thrive. If you're here, you know the grind, the hustle, the relentless pursuit of success. This isn't just about making money. This is about building an empire, creating a legacy, and living life on your own terms. So grab your notebook, shut out the distractions, and let's get down to business. Today's episode is going to hit hard, fast, and leave you with actionable steps to dominate your industry. Step 29. Something is better than nothing. There is always work to do. If you are not constantly doing something, then you are doomed to fail sooner or later. So what if your team or employees are taking care of that job? You don't need to stay there on their head all the time, like a hawk. You need to actually gather the amount of money that's circulating and put it to work, while you work on the next big idea. If you don't have money, then go find some new clients, send some emails, or review your work. And maybe try to improve it, whether it is a product or a service. It can always be done better. Whatever you do, remember that a good plan today is always better than a perfect plan tomorrow. Step 30. A loyal team member is always better than a smart teammate. If you can find a loyal person, keep it. Just like if you had a dull sword, maybe it's not shiny and it doesn't cut very well, but if it won't break, then it's good enough. If the shiny sword breaks, then what good does it do? Always make sure the people around you are loyal to the core. If you can find somebody loyal and smart, then you did hit the jackpot. But always choose loyalty first over anything else. Step 31. To positivity. As a leader, you should always be positive and lead by example. If your spirit is strong and if you genuinely care about your team, then even the boring tasks will look easy for your team and you won't have problems. But if you are always negative, you will pass that energy to your whole team, and they will fall with you. Imagine this ship with a captain and his sailors. If the captain is strong-willed, smart, and brave, he will inspire the spirit of warriors in his crew. But if this captain is a scared, little depressed wimp, the smallest storm will bring the whole ship down with everybody in it. I'm not saying that every ship that sinks had a weak captain, but trust me, most of the time, it did. Step 32. Play on your team's strength. If you make a fish climb a tree, you will have to fire the fish. If you make a monkey swim, it won't end well for the monkey. So don't assign meaningless tasks to your team. Test them, see their strengths, and value them based on that. We sometimes tend to overvalue someone and undervalue somebody else. Instead, we need to be strategic with it. If one of the teammates doesn't know how to deal with the website, then assign him the design part. If one of the teammates doesn't know the design, then assign him the editing part or the social media part. And if you find out that they aren't good for none of those tasks, then you should definitely get rid of the dead weight. It will only slow you down. So, politely fire them or exclude them from the team. If you find somebody that can do all of these tasks, then keep them close and keep working with them. If one of the teammates is only good for one or two of the tasks that your team does, then make sure you don't split the same amount of money with them as you do with the guy who is doing twice his work, because that will only discourage your good team member and will spoil you, semi-good team member. Step 33. Don't assume things are done. If you didn't see it, it didn't happen. If you ask someone if they did something and they say, yeah, just 20 minutes, it means they haven't done it yet. Or for example, if you ask them, did you take care of those 200 emails? And they reply with, yeah, I checked that and did that and this. Then simply ask them if you can see it. If they start mumbling something instead of showing you the work, then they simply haven't done it yet. Only believe that a job is done when you actually see it done. If you're paying them for it, then make sure they don't get jack shit until you see the result and review it in detail. Once people get comfortable with lying and disrespecting you, then you won't have a team to work with. Just a few people that are taking advantage of your stupidity. Step 34. As an entrepreneur, money and business are your life. In order to be at the top of your game, you should always be surrounded by hustlers. If you go to dinner, you go to dinner with hustlers. If you are traveling, you should be traveling with hustlers. If you are breathing, you should be breathing around other hustlers. If you are having family time, you should be speaking about finances with them and ideas. Your whole world should be evolving around money. Me personally, even when I go out with my wife, 99% of the time, we are speaking about money. Does this mean you get to have no life outside of money? My friend, what life do you have if you're broke? When you have actually been making money for a while now, then you can go ahead and socialize and maybe have fun once in a while, maybe have a reunion with your loser friends from time to time. But even then, always remember that you got to get right back to your hustler life. Step 35. Screw everything you heard about this topic. Your phone is your portal to the outside world. You can virtually be anywhere, anytime. Develop an addiction to it. 99.99% of people use their phones to escape reality and waste time. But imagine, the amount of power the phone has is being highly misused. Only a couple of decades ago, even the US military did not have the technology your phone has now, and you are using it to have fun. What the actual fuck? Go grab that phone and install shortcuts for everything that you use when you deal with your business. Make sure that you wake up and take care of your social presence. Make sure that you take care of the emails. Make sure that you take care of your clients through your phone and all the other endless possibilities that this technology is allowing you to do. Absolutely spam it. Put every app that you use for your business on your first page and delete all the bullshit games, for God's sake. If you are not in your phone working, you should be in your laptop or PC. If you're not in your phone, laptop, or PC, then you should be meeting people or working on a service for your client. Either way, always be doing something. Step 36. Nothing is too good to be true. So, speak things into existence. Honesty and modesty will not get you anywhere in business. You should actually speak things to existence. If this sounds like a fairy tale, then check out most of the famous celebrities who talked about the same thing that I'm talking about. If anybody asks you about your product, tell them it's the bee's knees, is the best thing that happened since the slice of bread. And when you tell people that you are going to do an excellent job, all that's going to be left is for you to actually try your best and deliver it. We are living in a world where if your offer does not sound definitely fantastic, then you're out. Your client has to be like, wow, if half of what you are saying is true, then I need that. Step 37. Spot bullshitters. Let people talk. Read people. Let them talk and analyze them. As in people you do business with, your employees, your teammates, clients, etc. There is no millionaire without a good car. So if they are acting as a millionaire and they ain't got shit to show, then they are full of shit. If you hang out with them because they seem like hard-working people and all they do is fuck around, then they are lazy hypocrites. If they promise you a big project but can't afford to put a down payment, then drive as far away from their bullshit as possible. If they are drug addicts and they call you to help them with a job, then trust me, all that client is paying for is their next hit. Analyze people like your life depends on it. If they do the job really well for years, but can't afford an office or at least a good car, then there's definitely something wrong with them. They definitely screwed up somewhere big, or they are lying about their resume. And that's a wrap for episode 6, Warriors of Wealth. Remember, this is the penultimate episode, so gear up for the grand finale in episode 7. We're bringing this journey to a climax with the ultimate secrets to cement your legacy and secure your financial empire. If you thought today was intense, just wait until you see what's next. Keep hustling, stay focused, and get ready to crush it. Don't miss out. Episode 7 is where it all comes together. See you there.